Thank you for joining Mama D. Guess what? I got a word for you. We're going to go to the New Testament, and we're going to go to 2 Corinthians, and we're going to go to the 9th verse, and we're going to begin with the 6th throughout the 8th verse, and it reads like this. But this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall also reap bountifully. Every man according as he is purposed in his heart. So let him give, not grudgingly or of necessity, for God loveth a cheerful giver. And God is able to make all grace abound towards you, that ye, always having all sufficiency in all things, may abound to every good work. You know, when we are giving, here Paul is just really encouraging the spirit of giving. Yes, because they had a sister church that had a need. And he was letting them know, according to what God has blessed you, then you give. But if you have the attitude to give sparingly, you're going to reap, when you expect a harvest, your harvest is going to be sparingly. But if you reap abundantly, if you sow abundantly, you shall reap an abundant harvest. Yeah. Expect greater things. Expect for God to bless you and to provide for you and to take care of your every need, and not to allow the lack of faith to keep you from giving. Yeah. You know, a lot of times we have to understand that in giving, we have to make sure that our attitude is right. And when we give, we make sure that we give purposely. Make sure that you go to God in prayer before you give. You know, the Old Testament teaches about the paying of tithes and offering. That was under the Mosaic law. But now that we are under the a new covenant, which is of Jesus, then the new covenant here, it just lets us know and encourages. And this is the only principle that is in the new covenant concerning giving. That we give with a cheerful heart, that we give with a heart to be a blessing, and not to be giving grudgingly, not to give because somebody has pressured you in and forced you to give. That is not the attitude of giving. Yes, God understands that when you don't have, God understands when you can't give and you desire to give more. But what God doesn't like either is that when you are forced to give, and you're manipulated to give when you're asked to give. Make sure you go to God in prayer before you give.